On the night of November 12, 2018, 28-year-old Wisconsin resident Evan Marshall left Madison around 11:17 p.m., texting his fiancée that he would be home by 1 a.m. The weather was cold with sleet and freezing wind, but visibility was still manageable. He entered Route 94 heading northwest toward Eau Claire. His last normal phone activity was at 11:32 p.m. when he checked Google Maps. After that, nothing about his drive was ever normal again. By the time investigators reconstructed the timeline, Evan had already vanished into the most unsettling missing person incident on that stretch of Route 94. Around 12:04 a.m., 911 dispatch received a call from Evan. The call lasted 74 seconds, and even veteran dispatchers described it as one of the most disturbing they had ever handled. Evan sounded confused, disoriented, frightened. He said he didn't know if he was on the right road. When asked if he was injured, the dispatcher heard wind, metallic dragging noises, and something like static pushing into the microphone. Evan whispered, "Something's wrong out here. I don't see any signs." When the dispatcher asked for his location, he repeated, "The road, it keeps changing." Moments later he said someone was walking beside the road with no face. The dispatcher told him to stay inside his vehicle. Officers were en route, but Evan whispered, "He's getting closer." Then after several seconds added trembling, "I can hear him breathing inside the car." The line disconnected. At 12:11 a.m., Wisconsin State Patrol Trooper Daniel Rees was dispatched. His dashcam, later reviewed frame by frame, captured an empty, dark stretch of highway. No vehicles. No headlights. Sleet tapping the windshield. At 12:27 a.m., the dashcam caught a faint flash of white near the ditch, and a tall unmoving figure at the tree line. Rees slowed down, aimed his spotlight, and the figure disappeared instantly. There were no footprints later. At 12:33 a.m., a truck driver, Harold Dorsey, reported a sedan parked, wrong, near mile marker 148. His official statement claimed he slowed down thinking someone had crashed. The car was running but empty, the driver's door open, headlights aimed into the trees. Behind the car he saw a tall man without a jacket, standing still. He honked. The figure didn't move. When he passed him, the figure turned, and Harold swore the man had no eyes. At 12:41 a.m., Trooper Rees found Evan's Honda Civic on a narrow unlit access road. The engine was running, headlights on, driver's door wide open, and Evan's phone on the passenger seat recording a 42-minute audio file. Footprints led a few yards into the woods before stopping abruptly. Next to them were deeper impressions in the snow that didn't match human gait or stride length. The car was towed at 1:52 a.m. after no sign of the driver was found. The 42-minute recording on Evan's phone, known as the Marshall audio, is the most chilling evidence in the case. The first 3 minutes were normal: engine hum, sleet, Evan breathing lightly, GPS giving directions. Then he whispered, "This doesn't look familiar," and turned the radio off. Between 3.5 and 7 minutes, low-frequency static and strange rumbling appeared. GPS voice glitched. Wind intensified unnaturally. A metallic scraping sound passed the vehicle. Evan murmured, "Why is it so dark? Where are the signs?" At minute 7, a second voice appeared. Not human. Breathy. Deep, layered with reversed phonetic patterns labeled Voice B. It whispered something unintelligible, except for one clear word. "Open." Evan panicked, whispering, "No, no." He pulled over and opened the car door. From minutes 12 to 18, footsteps crunched through snow. Evan entered the woods, breathing fast. He froze. Heavy exhaling behind him. Branches snapped, getting closer slowly, one by one. He whispered, "Don't follow me. Please. I can hear you." Voice B whispered his name. EVN, followed by a hollow, inhuman exhale that shook the microphone. Minutes 18 to 28 are a frantic chase. Evan ran, gasping, snow crunching violently. Branches snapped at unnatural intervals. Voice B shifted position impossibly, distant one moment, right beside the mic the next. At 26:04, Evan screamed and fell. Something dragged him across snow. The sound analysis proved no human was dragging him. Whatever was pulling him had weight distribution unlike any known animal. Minutes 28 to 33 recorded heavy non-human breathing near the microphone. Voice B whispered, "Stay," directly into the phone as if inches away. Analysts say the whisper contained multiple overlapping frequencies, as if several throats spoke at once. Between minutes 33 and 39, a high-pitched electronic tone played. It didn't originate from the phone hardware. It resembled a radio scanning all frequencies simultaneously. Evan cried softly, whispering, "I'm sorry, Lily. I'm sorry." A wind burst erupted, though no weather station recorded wind gusts at that time and location. In the final 3 minutes, silence dominated except faint breathing. Evan whispered, "What do you want?" Voice B answered, "Home." Evan asked, "Where is your home?" Voice B whispered, "Behind you." Evan screamed. The phone hit the ground. Snow crunched. Something heavy hit the surface. Dragging sounds continued. The recording ended with the final whisper, "Stay." Authorities launched a 4-day search with over 200 volunteers, drones, K9s, thermal imaging, and state patrol units. They found Evan's glove, traces of blood matching his type, and deep impressions in the snow that forensic biologists couldn't classify. 2 nearby trees had bark stripped 12 feet high, as if something large dragged along them. No clothing. No body. No trail leading out. In the 3 months following his disappearance, 11 drivers reported seeing a tall, pale figure near the same mile marker at night. All described it similarly: thin, wrong proportions, motionless, vanishing the moment direct headlights hit it. None of these sightings were officially confirmed. On the same night of the disappearance, at 3:17 a.m., Trooper Rees returned to the area. His bodycam captured a shadow standing near the tree line. It didn't move. When he raised his flashlight, the shadow bent backward at an impossible angle before vanishing. Rees resigned 2 months later for undisclosed reasons. As of 2024, the case remains open. There are no suspects, no leads, and the audio file is still listed as unable to classify. Evan Marshall's disappearance is officially labeled an unexplained missing person, Route 94. Unofficial investigator notes contain a single handwritten line. Whatever he saw didn't want to be found until he noticed it.